It's got all new rigging, standing rigging and running rigging, and it's all looking good. Well, anyone who saw my my last sailing video, I sailed this Nicholson 32 Leodin down from Yamba down to the Hawkesbury River, and that's where I am now. And it's a beautiful day here. It's winter time, it's July, and I've decided that I'm going to be taking this this beautiful boat to New Caledonia in May 2020. Now, when I was up in Yamba, I did a few things to it. I had it re-rigged. I fitted a Fleming wind vane. I'll just show you on the back there. So there's the Fleming wind vane. It's a brilliant unit, all made out of really high quality stainless steel, and just an exercise in simplicity and absolute genius of design, made in Australia. That worked really well, and so I've got a bit of an inventory as to the sort of things that I need to do before I go to New Caledonia in May. And I've really just the main thing is I just want to put some new through-hole fittings in. I'll be using True Design fittings from New Zealand. I'm not getting paid for that, but yeah, after seeing Mads Derlick's Sail Life channel, I've decided that yeah, they're a great item. And just generally, every time I come out to the boat, I do some varnishing work on the timber work. It's a fiberglass boat, so I'm going to have to run out of that sooner or later. A couple of things I've already varnished, a bit of show and tell time here, but is the floor, the sole in the head. I'll show you the tiller arm as well that I've also done. It took me quite a long time to do this, just sanding it back, giving it coat after coat of marine lacquer. It's stainless steel nuts and bolts with some nylock nuts on them. Let's get them nice and firm. And there's the tiller back in place. You can see it's quite a contrast to the timber work that I need to do around the cockpit. You can see it there, it's starting to wear out. And there it is, the beautiful tiller, and going into the beautiful fabricated stock there at the top of the rudder, which David, the previous owner, also fabricated. Any Nicholson 32 owners out there will probably appreciate the beauty of that. And to keep the tiller arm out of the sun and out of the weather in the harsh marine environment, I just put this vinyl cover over it, and sort of designed to breathe, but also to protect the whole of the tiller, and also the beautiful bit of stainless steel work down there. And finally lash it down so tiller doesn't move around and wear out the bearing in there. Varnish on the grab rails there is kind of pretty old, starting to get pretty flaky. Definitely needs to be redone, so I'm going to start scraping that down. Yeah, it's coming off pretty easily. Well, some of this timber work I'm going to just be oiling, so I'm going to try to get out of the whole varnish cycle. Okay, well, I've got the varnish off it. Now, this is the stuff I've put on the grab rail, and it's for outdoor furniture, and it also says it's marine grade, so time will tell. But I put it on. I'll show you the final result after oiling it. There it is. It's all oiled now, and we'll see how long that lasts for. Probably will need a re-oil now and again, but certainly it's a lot easier than varnishing it, that's for sure. One of the jobs will be to relocate this 250 watts flexible solar panel, and I'm thinking of actually putting it on the Dodger there and attaching it there with some brackets. You can see I've got the 250 watt there that's strapped down and screwed down there. That's been really a good position. It's not in the way. It's a big panel and provides lots of power. So what I try to do is have separate panels for separate banks of batteries, and that way if one battery or one bank of power runs out, well, I've got something else to rely on. Well, what I'm about to show you will certainly alarm some of you, and rightfully so. This bow's a work in progress until I head to New Caledonia in 10 months, but brace yourselves, here we go. This is my angle fridge. It's about probably 25 or 30 years old. It's one of the old metal ones, and really solid, beautiful piece of equipment. And this is the alarming bit. That's the battery setup, 2 marine batteries, and I've got a regulator on there, and I really just wanted to make sure that the whole thing was going to actually run the fridge before I started securing these batteries and sort of making a permanent setup of this. So on the way down from Yamba, you'll be glad to know that this was all lashed down securely, but obviously on a longer trip it needs to be sort of secured permanently, and now that I've got time to do that, well, I'll be doing that. So I'm going to be securing this down. Obviously we don't want 100 amp hour marine batteries flying around the cabin if there's a knockdown or whatever. Another job I'll be doing over the next few weeks will be getting rid of the old fluoro lighting and replacing with LED lighting. I just took the cover off this, and this will be one of the ones that will be going. In the old days these were pretty energy efficient compared to incandescent lighting, but this one will be going, and I'll probably be replacing with an LED red light, white light interior light, and that'll be just really handy if you're outside and you don't lose your night vision.